Alright, picking up from the video of yesterday. Today is install day for the new carbon lip, and obviously got ourselves a new shape knob, so the old crusty dusty OEM one is gone. Ignore the trash on the floor, I will clean it later. Anyway, so it's really simple to actually do this. Yeah. So what I did was came with three different adapters. So I found the one that fit mine, you screw it on. Obviously I think I screwed mine too far down. Then you got this. Boom. Anyway, that's pretty much the fucking basis of that install. So there you go. Alright, so we're also on top of installing something else that I'll go over in this video. I gotta do maintenance on the 6 Nardo and my girlfriend's mom mobile. Anyway, so what had happened was, right, lug studs gone bad. So we're gonna go over how to replace one of these without having to take the hub off. But I also gotta do brakes, and they're shit. We're gonna get the brakes done. We're gonna do the oil change on this, and then we're gonna go through and get a brand new lug stud in there. All right. Using the old brake pad and this caliper compressing tool, it's like, I'd probably safely guess no more than $10. Got the calipers compressed, so when we are ready to put the new pads in, it's pretty plain and simple. Also, remember, get this old hardware out if you can. Later, voila. I believe this is a 14mm, which takes out your caliper bolts on these Subarus here. I used a 12mm on this impact here to take off the brake line harness, because it'll give you easier access to get at this top bolt here. I'll show you what I mean on the other side. A little over here, you'll see what I mean with trying to get this socket wrench in here. Obviously, you're going to run into problems. It's a lot harder than it needs to be. Grab this, and this is, again, a 12mm, and zip it right off. Just like so. Or brake line to the side out of the way, so you have plenty of free access for this caliper bolt right here. Make sure you're going the loose way. Just like that. Take that guy out. Once he breaks free, these ones I believe are already anti-seize bolts as it is, so they come out just like that. They're not very big, so all you gotta do is break them loose, and they should come out by hand. Should, don't quote me on that. Every car can be a different pain in the ass. And then there is one right here. We're gonna go ahead and get this off, and then after we get that bolt off, we'll compress the caliper back down and get this side also ready for brake pads. All right, that bottom bolt is out. Caliper's off, so I had to use a little bit more force. Rotors look pretty good, so we're not going to be doing them. And, well, as you can see, the lady had like no pad left, so good Lord. I'm surprised she was able to stop this car. But I'm sure these two piston brakes help. I don't even have two pistons on mine. Yet my brake caliper is huge, but I have one giant piston on my Mazda, so. Alright, we're going to decompress this, and then I'm pretty sure everyone knows how to change oil, but I'll show it just because. Why not? So, yeah, we'll go over that in a moment. Pistons compressed. So, I'm sure you're wondering, no, did you forget about that lug stud? No, I did not. I'm going to have to grab a needle nose pliers and try and finagle it out of there. Found some pliers. Let's grab our light. Oh, shit, damn, I'm going to drop the pliers. Let's head over here. The dust shield is in the way. That is very cute. Well, there's a way around that. Give me a moment. Anyways, yeah, I'm thinking we're going to have to take these caliper bolts out. These big guys. Ugh. Right here. There's one up here, one down here, and then there's one up here. That holds this in. Then we can take this caliper bracket off and get to our lug stud. It's a 17 millimeter. Well, good old fashion wrench trick. Good old fashioned elbow grease. And she should spin out by hand. I have a fly crawling down my ass and that is not cool. Anyways, here we go. Get out of there. Same process with the bottom one. 2 bolts in the caliper bracket removed. We should be able to safely, in fact, I can get it with my hand, get this lug stud out. Rely on the old needle nose, but just like that. Fuck that guy. All right. Now we got to run to town and grab that. Oil change stuff can honestly wait. It's not going to hurt anything to have the vehicle sit here for a little bit, but that's how you do it. All right, so we're going to be heading to Fargo. Anyway, this is going to be the new splitter going onto the car as well. But once I finish up the Outback in the shop here, we'll pull this in, change the oil, and we will throw this carbon splitter on, and then we'll show you guys the, I guess, the aftermath of it. I love this thing. It's a lot, it feels lighter. You can grip your whole hand around it. Makes shifting into gears a lot easier. I don't know. It's really just a nice aesthetic upgrade from what I had, especially given the OEM one was literally, it was obvious leather stitching. It was just falling apart on both sides. So we're gonna get moving here and get the lady's car fixed. I'd like to get another style of camera, like maybe a GoPro or something, just because like I want to show, you know, driving clips more often. I mean, it's just more content for the channel and whatnot. So, and across all social medias, having just driving content, you know, seeing a guy roll gears, kind of thing like that. But instead of having to use my phone to try and record everything, I'd like to eventually get a camera. So, yeah. Oh shit, better turn the lights on. Anyway, to grab the parts, we'll head back and then turn around and get the Outback finished. We'll get this car done, and then yeah, we'll be golden. All right, so we just got to the O'Reilly's. I'm gonna run in and grab these fucking parts. I picked up the lug stud, and yeah, she requested new lugs all the way around, so cool. Back at the car. Got the lug stud here, so sit over here. Let's grab this flashlight. See what we need to do to get this guy back into where he needs to be appropriately and, well, tight. All right, well, we are back. We got the lug nuts torqued and got the oil and brake pads on. I had some help from a friend, so I didn't fully get everything on video. So I'll kind of go through and just explain what I ended up doing on the on putting in the new lug studs. So I found a washer that measured about 1/4 inch, and I put that against the brake rotor / hub, and I put the new lug nut on, and I just tightened it until I felt it was seated. And that was pretty much all there was to it. There wasn't no special tools. I didn't have to remove the hub. It was pretty straightforward and pretty simple. So now what I'm doing, pretty much is making sure that, you know, I have an idea of what I'm doing. Obviously, this vehicle transports the woman in my life, so we got to make sure it's good. I will report back once we are ready to do some work on Nardo here. So, job good. Got to retorque all the lug nuts, of course. So, Nardo's jacked up. It's like this a lot. Yeah. Anyway, so, new splitter. Throwing that on. I'm going to take you guys through the process of this, which is honestly, it's not hard. Like I said, from the thumbnail, the first video that I uploaded, kind of introducing this thing and going over it, I did have one. It came with the side skirts here. And then some dirt decided it wanted to claim it as its victim. So we're going to be replacing it with that. And we're just going to do an oil change on this car because, well, it needs it. Voila. Bumper is removed, sitting over there. I can now get this carbon fiber mounted up. Well, it appears we're going to be doing this by hand to improvise. Once all your screws are screwed in, flip it back around. Hey, It looks all right. I'm actually a fan of it. Check your spacing here. Make sure it's fairly even, which it looks pretty even. So we're gonna go ahead, throw this back on the car here. I'm gonna go through, I'm gonna get the oil change, and we'll get this guy off jack stands. And all right, bumper's back on. Everything is almost secured. I'll fix it eventually. All right, time for the oil change. Mine, 17 mil. Let's get this bad boy under here. Drain plug on this car is right here. It's blurry because it won't focus. Love that. Anyways, it should be a 17 mil. Crack this open and see how it goes. All right, it was a 15 mil. Take that and back her out. No spillage yet. Bloop. Oh, geez. Looks and smells funny. Fellas, I don't know how this motor is not knocking, but that is definitely a chocolate milkshake. Oof, that is not good. It's not good at all. Oh, geez. Better. All right, so obviously in the last clip we seen very shiny oil. It's changed. I fixed the oil leak on the back half of the engine. Obviously we got this carbon splitter mounted. Looks good. I like it. I do like it. Sits really well on the car. Overall, it does not knock. It is still okay. So, crisis averted. This is still also my daily driver, so yes.